If you're like me, whenever you listen to the news, you feel forced to choose between two toxic sides. But people are more complicated. They don't fit neatly into just two groups, and media should reflect that.
That's where the Lost Debate steps in.
What's up, guys? I'm Corey Bradford.
And I'm Ravi Gupta, and we're the hosts of the Lost Debate.
This country is more politically divided now than ever before, but we're not as different as the mainstream media makes us out to be.
That's why we launched the Lost Debate. It's a podcast and YouTube show for the politically eclectic who've lost trust in our polarizing, partisan world. And we'll bring you news, ideas, and trends that are overlooked. We'll also bring people together at the conversations the media isn't having to empathize with each other and challenge each other in good faith.
And some political satire and skits, because why the hell not?
New episodes drop Tuesdays and Thursdays. Lost Debate on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
Where you turn when you need to know. WIKY Evansville. The News at Noon starts now.
The News at Noon is brought to you by Good Samaritan Home. The skilled nursing staff at Good Samaritan Home will care for your loved one in a comfortable home-like environment. Let our home be your home. Visit goodsamhome.org. Your tri-state weather today becoming partly to mostly sunny and cooler and less humid with a high of 86. Mostly clear and cooler tonight, low of 64. And for your Saturday, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms and a high of 80. Right now, 84 at 104 FM WIKY. Princeton will hold a parade tomorrow in honor of Olympic gold medalist Jackie Young. Her women's 3-on-3 basketball team won the gold medal in Tokyo. The parade starts at 4 p.m. The procession will make 2 laps through downtown from the square to McDonald's on Broadway. Everyone is encouraged to line up along the parade route, wear red, white, and blue, and display signs. Lily King gets the Olympic silver medal in Tokyo in the 200-meter breaststroke. King swam her fastest time ever in the event and actually led most of the way before being overtaken. Her former coach, Aaron Opel, watched along with dozens of others at Howell Park.
Oh, so proud of her. I mean, you got to be able to think about the toughness that she was able to display with that.
South African swimmer Tatiana Schoenmaker broke a world record to win the gold. Americans, while King's teammate Annie Lanzer took home the bronze medal. King led most of the way, however, Schoenmaker exploded in the stretch in the last 50 meters. An Evansville man is headed to prison for 4 years. Arian Gibson was accused of reckless homicide in the death of 16-year-old Rylan Conway in July of 2020. Court documents say it was a case of "I didn't know it was loaded." Gibson told officers he unloaded the gun, or thought he did, and pointed it at Conway as a joke. Believing the gun to be unloaded, he pulled the trigger, and the weapon went off. Henderson police are investigating a report of shots fired at a woman's home just after midnight Thursday. A window of the home on Helm Street was shot out. Police found 2 bullet holes in the siding and several inside the house. The 69-year-old woman who lived there wasn't injured. One of the bullets went through the house and hit a neighbor's home. A proclamation from Mayor Lloyd Winnicke designates August as Child Support Awareness Month in Evansville. Child support advocate Julie Eder supports the idea, but says still more needs to be done.
It's not the people that are just receiving public assistance. It goes all the way up to the people who are making, over $100,000 a year.
Mayor Winnicke says officials want to raise awareness for the amount of money owed to Indiana parents in unpaid child support. An Ohio County man is charged with attempted murder of a law enforcement officer. The sheriff's office was investigating a report of assault and theft of a pickup truck in Centertown. Deputies then spotted 24-year-old Jeremy Bates driving the stolen truck. They say Bates had 2 different sheriff's vehicles and a private car as he tried to get away. He was arrested after a scuffle with officers. The victim of the assault was Bates' father. He was treated for multiple serious injuries. Posey County officials say they were notified yesterday about a possible fire in a grain bin near the A.B. Brown power plant. Turns out there was no fire. Sheriff Tom Latham says he was glad, though, that everyone played safe and reported it.
It's the most important thing is not to shove it off as or brush it off as something that could develop into something later. So, yeah, the company took those precautionary measures to ensure the safety of everybody on scene and the employees.
The smoke was caused by some dust that combusted in a grain elevator. There were no injuries. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear said yesterday that state employees will again be required to wear masks indoors while in state buildings.
I'm the last person that wanted to put one back on or tell the folks that work for me that they need to put one back on. But again, I care about my people. The science is absolutely clear.
Beshear also said that state recommends going along with CDC recommendations for schools. CDC says that school districts should require universal indoor masking so students and staff and visitors to schools, regardless of vaccination status, can remain safe. Today's highly anticipated Florida test launch of Boeing's Starliner spacecraft has been postponed due to an issue at the International Space Station. ABC's Tony Marino reports from Orlando.
An issue, according to NASA, that was caused by a Russian module that had recently docked at the ISS. In a written statement, NASA said the module mistakenly fired its thrusters, moving the entire space station 45 degrees, throwing off all calculations for the launch. The uncrewed Boeing spacecraft will be sent into space on a United Launch Alliance Atlas V rocket, which was rolled out to the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station launch complex Thursday. Teams are now looking at a Saturday launch, and if that doesn't happen, they'll reschedule for Tuesday, August 3rd. Tony Marino, ABC News, Orlando.
It's 12:10, and you're listening to the News at Noon on 104 FM WIKY.
From ABC News, Wall Street Now. Stocks pulling back a bit in late morning trading, but are still on track to close out July with a sixth straight monthly gain. Americans are making more and spending more. The Commerce Department today says consumer spending increased by 1% last month. At the same time, a key inflation indicator jumped 4% compared to a year ago. The Labor Department says wages and salaries in the private sector increased 1% from April through June. Europe's economy rebounding in the second quarter. New numbers today show it grew 2% compared to the first 3 months of the year. European regulators are hitting Amazon with an $886 million fine. They say the company failed to properly protect the personal data of its customers. Amazon says it will fight the charges. Walmart, America's largest retailer and private employer, now requiring all workers, including those who are vaccinated against COVID, to wear masks at stores in areas with high infection rates. Michelle Franzen, ABC News.